Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kai, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. As you can tell by this video, I will be going over my experience at a PWI, the University of Maryland, and the pros and the cons, I should say that. So I just want to hop right into it, but before I do, I want to start off by saying I don't want to discourage anybody from applying for the university or anything like that. This is all my opinion. It's all my opinion. You may have a different experience at the University of Maryland, or it may encourage you to further pursue the University of Maryland. I'm just giving my opinion. So let's just hop right into it. Okay, so I actually did a video a couple months back titled The University of Maryland, What I Wish I Knew Before Attending. So this video won't really be about everything UMD. It's more so the cons as a black person attending this PWI. I think it's only fair for this video that I start off with the pros of the University of Maryland, because I don't want to just bash them, because again, I love my school. So the first pro of going to the University of Maryland is, while it's also a pro, it's a pro, but then it's a con. And I want to say how diverse the school is. I just feel like you'll learn a lot about different cultures. You'll meet a lot of different people. And I think at the University of Maryland, being around all those different type of people, in a way, it does help you prepare for the real world. I definitely experienced culture shock going into the college back in 2015 because I had just came from Baltimore, Maryland. My high school was predominantly black. It was just a culture shock syndrome, the imposter syndrome. That's what I felt like. Like I did not belong at the university. Honestly, I never felt like I belonged at the university, but it's okay. Okay guys, let's talk racism. Microaggression is real. And I just want to give an example, right? I don't want to just say stuff and let it fly over your heads. So one of the cons of attending a PWI as a black person is like the class size ratio. And if it really doesn't bother you, then by all means go ahead. But it's sometimes bothering me because, like I said before, microaggression is real. Like if you're sitting in a class, majority of the time, if it's like a big lecture hall, you'll have something called, what's it called, discussion groups or labs. Let's say labs or discussion groups, and majority of the time it will be mostly white because the university is 50% white. Statistics, do not quote me on the statistic. There will be like conversations about race and mainly black people, and all of a sudden you're the spokesperson for the entire race. All of a sudden the teacher is no longer the teacher and every head is looking at you. I was sitting in class, I think it was a music class. I was sitting in a music lecture hall, and it was probably like, I wasn't the only person of color there. They were both brown. Let's just say they were brown. Two brown students in the classroom, and the rest were like white and just Asian, whatever. So the teacher was discussing like AIDS within the black women population. They were discussing AIDS and something else, how black women had a higher rate of AIDS than white women, something like that. And I don't know why we were talking about that in the music class, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, we were discussing this, well, the teacher was talking about it, and he asked if anybody had anything to add to the discussion, and all the eyes turned towards me, and I'm just looking at them like, what? Like, I'm here learning just like y'all. How am I supposed to know? Or there was another class where we were talking about poverty within the black community and why a lot of black women end up being the head of the household, while a lot of black women end up being on government assistance. And again, all eyes turn towards me, and I'm just like, but boo-boo, I'm my own government assistant. Even the teacher looked at me. That's the thing that got me. I'm just like, why y'all looking at me? There's not really a lot of safe spaces at the university. And I just want to give an example. I don't want to just say things without the example. I just want to go over the Trump effect, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So back in 2016, because I went to Maryland from 2015 to 2020. Back in 2016, you can completely see the dynamic shift on campus. The white supremacy kids, white supremacists, they went bonkers. I swear, they went bonkers. Like, at first, like, their racism, their racial gestures, all of it was subtle. But as soon as Trump won that election, I'm not gonna say I was scared, because, but like, it was kind of scary. It was kind of scary because, like, they didn't care about nothing. Like, we found a noose on campus. It was a noose hanging from one of the trees in the mall. I always, like, at least once a month, I saw a racial slur chalked on the sidewalk. So you could really sense the internalized racism, especially after the election. Like, I will be walking on the sidewalk and the white people felt like they didn't have to move out of my way, or at least like share the sidewalk. You want me to walk on the grass while you walk on the sidewalk? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'll like brick wall them. I guess we just gonna be hitting each other because I'm not stepping out of the way. Like, at first, the first couple of times I didn't really pay no mind, but like, I'm just like, these, like, no, I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving. Like, you can, that's the first thing. I'm not moving. It was a lot of who moving? Not me. You gonna move. Oh. Also, another thing about the university. Well, another thing, I'm not gonna say the university because it's not the university, it's the people. Some of the people. I want to speak a little bit about colorism. And a lot of times, like, I might not sense it, like, I might not pay any attention. A lot of times I don't really recognize colorism because I'm not always at the back end of it, but like, it's still an issue, very much so. But I have noticed at school, like, Black women in general get treated like trash. I'm just gonna be honest. But like, especially in school, like, darker toned women need to do better. They need to do better by them, like, by us. They act like we're not supposed to be smart. Like, you know, they act like, sometimes they act like we're not as smart as them, I want to say. Okay, so I'm kind of shady boots. I caught on to this probably by my third semester at the university, that you have to show them that you're smart. Like, I got here just like you, and yeah, maybe it was on grants and stuff. Maybe my dad didn't pay my whole education bill, but I'm smart. I earned this. So you have to, like, sit in the front of the classroom. Sit in the front. I know the back is cool sometimes. Sit in the front of the classroom. Raise your hand. Raise your voice. Let them know that you're smart, because they will try to play you like you're not. Raise your hand. Like, you deserve to be there. And I would just say that, like, you have to. I had to show each one of my, like, professors that, like, I deserve to be there. I deserve to be there. And like, I'm gonna say that my perception. Because at first I hated the school. I'm not even going to front. I hated the school until I came across professors that looked like me and gave me a different perspective of what the university is about. Like, you're going to meet a lot of really good people. You're going to meet some professors that actually care about you and want you to succeed. Even white professors. I had a really wonderful professor last semester that passed away, but like, he was like one of the best people I've met in my life, no cap. So like, you're gonna meet a lot of people that will invest in your education, if that makes sense. They will invest. They want to see what you know, so that they can elevate you. So you don't want to miss the opportunity by shying away. Yes, there's gonna be even some racist professors, because it's internalized. They may not they may not like exaggerate it, but you'll see it'll be subtle. But you gotta look at it like, this is America. You're black every day of the year, like, okay. And like, and what else? It's like, it feels like black is your only identity there. When you're much more than that. Black is everything, but I'm smart, I'm intelligent. Let's say that I'm intelligent. I deserve to be here. I should say that. But like, at the university, black is like your only identity. That's like your only thing. That's all they see. You have to prove, like, you have to prove yourself, and you can really do that by getting involved, making a name for yourself. I think one thing, if I could go back and do anything different and still be at the university, is like be a part of more clubs, like make sure my voice is heard. Like, again, you're paying for this education, and there's going to be racism wherever you go. There's going to be people that look at you, especially black women, look at you and treat you like you don't deserve to be there. So that's why I said, like, I'm an 18-year-old coming into a university. It's my first time being around a diverse group of people. It took a toll on my mental health when I found out how, like, the world really is. So yes, a PWI does prepare you for the real world, but that has nothing to do with the education aspect of it. Like, white people are inherently racist. That's just that, and you'll feel it. You can feel racism. You can feel it, bro. You can feel when somebody just don't like you just off the strength of the color of your skin. Like, you can feel that, and it does not feel good. Like, you're just trying to exist, and it's just like your hatred is stink. Really, it does. I was talking about dropping out the whole time I was there, or transferring to school, but I never did it, because I was just like, I'm a tough it out. I'm gonna just thug it out. I'm here. I deserve to be here, and you cannot tell me. My ancestors, they fought for me to be here. Maybe not at this school, but they fought for me to have an education, and I'm going to get that. I'll sit anywhere, and I made a promise to myself that I'm gonna sit I'm gonna sit anywhere I want, and I'm gonna fill up the room, and I'm gonna be comfortable, and that's just gonna be that. That's why I didn't give up, because I owed that to myself. I owed it to myself, and I did it. So don't let nobody discourage you, girl or boy, person. Don't let nobody discourage you. If you are a black person and you want to go to a PWI, do that, because you're investing in yourself. Whatever you want to do. I just said that I wish that I had the opportunity to experience both. I just wish I could have felt all the love from an HBCU, because I was struggling. Like I know a lot of people pump up UMD, you know, like we do have a lot of research labs and opportunities for growth and networking and things like that, but at the end of the day, all of it is pretty, I'm gonna say, superficial. It's pretty superficial, you know, like, it's superficial, especially when it comes to, again, the treatment of black people. You will survive at the school, but yeah, you're gonna survive at the school. Like, if you do decide to come to this university, it's not like every day it's gonna be a bad day, but you're gonna find yourself fighting a lot for basic rights as a student. You're gonna be picking battles that you should not have to pick. So, I mean, I don't know if I will say I'm happy with my choice. Like, I did it, and I'm also like looking into graduate programs. I applied to grad school already for the 2021-2022 year, but I wish I could get that HBCU experience. I don't fully regret attending UMD. I just wish that things were a little bit smoother, ran a little bit more smoother for black students. I feel like we have to fight a lot of battles that not ours to fight, honestly, like, because it's them, not us, you feel me? Like, but you'll see, like, that's just a part of the culture, I guess. Coming into different spaces, expanding, shutting it down, growing, you know, like we're made for this. So if you do decide to attend this school, a couple of things that I want you to keep in mind is it's important to always let someone know where you're at, like your location. I wish Alexa would stop. Always let someone know your location. You don't want to go somewhere and disappear, because I've also heard about instances where women are snatched off of campus, just snatched, or they wander off campus and disappear, or something happens to them. Always let somebody know where you're at. Speak up. Speak up. The only way that we're gonna completely dismantle the system is if we speak up. If something happened to you, or you just feel like you're just uncomfortable in your space, speak up, because it's your space too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you're gonna encounter a lot of people, even professors, who you will feel like you deserve better treatment from. Again, speak up, because they also have higher ups. This is your education, so go where you want to go. Do not let anyone tell you a HBCU or PWI is better, because at the end of the day, it's all school, which may be a scam, but it's all school. So enjoy your time. Okay, y'all, so I think that's it as far as this video. If you do have any other questions, concerns about UMD, my perspective on the whole PWI black girl thing, feel free to hit me up. I can make a separate video pertaining to any questions you guys may have. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.